Who doesn't love a good spooky story? It makes it all the more interesting when it's based on something true. When Stephen King wrote his novel, Christine, he knew that as well. He had heard about the case we are about to talk about now and knew that it would make a great story. He changed the make and model of the car, and as far as we know, the car we are about to talk about never drove itself, but what really happened with that old Dodge is still truly terrifying. It all began innocently enough. The old Orchid Beach Police Department in Maine had bought a 1964 Golden Eagle Dodge 330 to use as a police cruiser. It went well for a while, that is until one of the officers using the car went home and killed his entire family before turning his service revolver on himself. No one really connected the car to the horrific events, that is until it happened 2 more times. All 3 police officers who were using that patrol car all massacred their families before turning their guns on themselves. The only common denominator between them was the car. The police department soon put the car up for auction where it ended up in the hands of an old man who just owned it briefly. He then sold to a lady named Wendy Allen, who was supposedly into witchcraft. Perhaps that is what protected her from the car, because she drove it as a daily driver for several years with no real issues other than once when she was driving down the road with a guest in her car and the brakes locked up, and the passenger door flung open throwing her passenger out of the car. The local church soon found out about the car's evil past and sent one of its members to try to talk Miss Allen into destroying the car, but to no avail. She told them they were being silly and superstitious. Just a week later, the lady who had begged Miss Allen to destroy the car died when she fell from a ladder and broke her neck at home. It wasn't long before a lot of teenage members of the community decided to steal the car and disassemble it. They took the tires off and several parts of the suspension and engine before leaving to go home. The car wasn't about to forget though. There was 14 teenagers who took part in harming the car and all 14 of them died in tragic and unexplained ways. From 3 of them being struck by lightning, to 2 of them being beheaded in a tractor-trailer accident to even suicides and all kinds of other accidents, each one of the 14 teens died. In 2008, one teen simply touched the car and went home and killed his entire family before killing himself. What was left of the car was returned to Miss Allen and placed in her backyard. Whether or not she will allow it to return to the road is anyone's guess. Our best advice would be, if you see a copper-color 1964 Golden Eagle Dodge 330, drive in the other direction and by all means, don't touch it. This story kind of makes you think twice about talking about how junky or ugly your car is or slamming your car door, doesn't it? Make sure you treat your car well and change the oil and tires and keep it serviced and washed and waxed. Maybe even keep it in the garage out of the heat and storms. You don't want your car coming after you. If you liked today's story, please give us a huge thumbs up and hit subscribe so we can continue to bring you quality content. We appreciate each of you more than you know. If you'd like to follow us on social media, our links are in the description box below. Don't forget to pick up a Graveyard Dance t-shirt or other cool merch in our shop in the links below as well. Till next time.